Okay then, Helldivers, we are back and we have got loads to go over today. We've been on holiday for the last few days, so thank you so much for your patience and bearing with me. Took a little break and it was definitely needed, but when we came back, we saw that, my lord, we have come back to an absolute S-storm. There is a brand new minor order, an array of dispatches, the DSS is going completely under, and the development team are running on the whole rule of one lie and an array of truths. This is an insane concept, as we've got a lot to go over from the last few days. So make sure that you stay tuned and support the channel by hitting that beautiful like button and subscribing if you haven't already. Make sure you hit those post notifications turned on. And if you want to check out our incredible sponsor, make sure you go and see them via the link in the description. GamerSups, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option. And we're dropping in an array of new flavors and merch every single week. Link in the description. Use code CloudPlays at checkout for a cheeky discount. And if you want to get involved with our giveaways here for super credits, it's very, very simple. Head down to the comments and just put in a salute of any sort, 0701 or the emoji, and it'll enter you in. Over the next few days, we'll announce it. With that being said, let's dive into the game and see what's happening right now inside of Helldivers 2. So let's start off on the Galactic War map, where right now we have got a new minor order, which takes us to over the planet Oceune, where you can see that the Hive Lords have now been detected quite heavily. Now, why are they there? We had a beautiful little dispatch note that showed us exactly what was happening. It states right here that the tectonic disturbances caused by the 380s via a heavy ordnance disruption has led to a sharp increase in the Hive Lords' activity on Oceune. Now, this is a big one because now we've got a new strategic threat for a minor order of taking out 50,000 Hive Lords over the next few days. It's quite an intriguing one, to say the least, when we take a look at it, as we can see right here on the Galactic War map that we are 36% of the way through, with 18,000 Hive Lords actually taken down. This is pretty damn cool, and I'm really, really glad that they've done something like this. It is only a minor order, so not everything relies on it, but it does lead into our big major order of the liberation of Oceune. Now, at the moment, we're on a very high resistance of 6.5, and I'd like to think that if we get this minor order actually completed over the next few days, that will drop significantly, meaning that we can actually get this one done. But a negative to take a look into for this is the DSS gloom shielding is now degrading. That's right, the spore resistance polymer shielding on the DSS from the gloom is beginning to show early signs of degradation. Now, the DSS operation remains unaffected for now, but the gloom spores will eventually eat through the polymer and damage the station overall should the DSS remain within the gloom for an extended period of time. So how long is an extended period of time? I guess there's only one way to find out, Helldivers. We have got our DSS over on Oceune inside of the gloom right now, and we'll see exactly how that one goes and whether there's any repairs needed. What we can see, though, over the rest of the Galactic table is that the Terminids are going on strain right now. Yep, that's right. The Rupture strain are absolutely bloody everywhere. So you guys are going to be able to experience them on all sorts of different planets and be able to enjoy the brand new Rupture strain that have come into play. I would recommend it, and make sure you see what it is that they've done in terms of changing this brand new strain. Overall, some nice changes, and I actually welcome it with open arms. The rest of the Galactic table looking as hectic as ever, and it's really, really stressful to see exactly how close the Illumina are to the Super Earth itself, but they've been sat there for quite some time. So for those of you guys who are just jumping on for the first time in a while, don't worry too much about that one. But I want to know, do you guys reckon we're going to get that 50,000 Hive Lords completed? Let me know via the comment section below, as Reddit posts are popping up left, right, and center saying that they can't even kill one. How are they meant to take out 50k? And I'm intrigued to see where it is that the community are at with that one. Moving forward, though, the devs have managed to run off a rule of one lie and an array of truths. Now, what was the lie? And you guys will probably know by now that the Coyote was the biggest feature inside of the latest Let's Play with Nicolas and Felix, as Nicolas actually managed to drop a big bomb stating that they had genuinely taken a bit of a hit on the Coyote, even though they claimed that they hadn't done it originally. Now, this obviously was said in good faith, and a massive shout out to Nicolas for posting that up there, and I actually think that it took a lot more balls than what people probably think, with a lot of red tape coming from so many different areas inside of game development. He probably had a bit of a stern talking to about popping that one up there, but nonetheless, what we do know now is that the Coyote was obviously affected. It was dealing some fire damage off of just one shot, meaning that the incendiary breaker and things like the cookout were becoming a little bit null and voided because, well, the Coyote could do it in one bullet. So they did take a bit of a nerf on it, and they did change some of the details details, and I actually have a lot of respect for him for actually saying this out loud, although a little bit concerning considering that they did an entire balance video revolving around all of the balance changes that they initially did and stated that the Coyote wasn't changed at all. It's not even like they just missed it out. They made an entire segment of that video stating that they didn't change the Coyote whatsoever. So it's one of those, man, you can't pull the wool over a Helldiver's eyes. People will dig into this stuff pretty damn quickly and will realize it really, really fast. You may as well just come out with the truth straight off the bat. And it seems that they did listen, at least with the next video that went up, which was the part 2 for Mikael Eriksson's interview. My lord, I was so glad to see something different come up from this guy. I absolutely love Mikael, and he has got a brain of a genius, and this video definitely helped with the narrative of that a little bit further, as the first one was just an absolute load of fluff. But what we do know is a few things. We know that they are working on a lot in terms of performance. We know that they are trying to drop the size of the file for PC, and we also know that we are to expect patches every 2 weeks until they get back to their normal update cadence. This is obviously the information that we wanted. It's not a roadmap. There's not like big telltales of everything that we're going to be receiving, but we do know that we're looking at a 2-week scale premise for patch updates until they get back to their normal cadence and routine. This, for me at least, is a very, very big positive. I'm so glad that they have come up and actually said this. Every 2 weeks. Now we know when to expect it. The only thing that they need to do now is actually keep to their own schedule and push that out as and when it's needed to come, because we all know that the biggest problem they have is deadlines. They are not amazing at generating their deadlines and producing them off the back end of it. I do hope that that is the case, and I really, really hope that that's something that they move with going forward. It's going to be an intriguing one, that's for damn sure. And I think that they definitely learnt from the Mikael Eriksson Democratic conversation part 1, as he's already stated that they were definitely softballing a lot of the questions, and they probably shouldn't have done that. And I don't think that they're going to do that moving forward. So a massive round of applause to Mikael Eriksson. Thank you so much for giving us your honest opinions on these things and telling us exactly where the game's going to be going moving forward. Hopefully, we'll be in a lot better stead come the new year. And yes, I know I just said that out loud because that is still quite some time away. Nonetheless, though, we've got to take a look at your top comments from the previous video where we went over a few things, and it was always intriguing reading your guys' comments. And I am actually really, really happy that I did, because you guys come up with some very valid points. Now, this first one right here from Bong Media states, honestly, preferred the Rupture strain over the Predator strain on Oceane, even though it was broken. Predator strain is unrelenting in the caves and can see you anywhere and follow you across the entire map no matter what you do. Now, I am obviously one of those people. I really, really hate the Predator strain. I don't know why. They are just ridiculous and I don't enjoy them. But that's the beauty of the game, right? Some people like it, some people don't, and it seems to be quite a natural course. But for me personally, I'm with you 100%. The Rupture strain, even when broken, were a lot better on Oceane. They need to take off the Pred strains because I just don't have fun with it at all. And I'm sure a lot of you guys do agree. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't agree. But let me know in the comments, do you prefer Rupture or Predator? Moving into this next one right here from Shadow Dreamer states, a friend of mine had Pelican 1 land on top of a rock pillar at Extract, outside and away from a tunnel. They still have a lot of work to do to fix this game, and I think that that is genuinely a very, very good statement. They have got a lot more to be coming into, and I'm glad that we now have some sort of roadmap precedent of how long it's going to take to actually repair it and where it is that we're going to go with the weekly schedule of how this will actually play out. So for me personally, a massive round of applause, and I hopefully that they actually push it through. For me, it's going to take a little bit more than words to produce this, and hopefully they actually follow up with what they've been stating. And this final one right here coming from Aiden527 states, I'm tired of the squid and bug major orders now. I just want to see a huge bot update with more content. Now, obviously, this was always bound to be the case. People were going to want more content when it comes to a point of a content drought, which is obviously built so that they can fix the game overall. I don't know why people do this. They can never really be totally happy with exactly what they're getting and receiving, and we wanted the game to be fixed. They're now starting to fix the game, and now people want content. It just is a vicious cycle inside of gaming that happens a lot. But nonetheless, hopefully we do make our way towards the bots at some point during the next major update, which we should be coming in later next year. We'll see what happens. Nonetheless, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much again for watching, guys, and it's so good to be back. We're going to be live streaming later on today in the next hour or two, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel and don't miss it. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.